Three, two, one. Third World Podcast, guys. Welcome back. I'm Caleb.
Hey, I'm Shaps.
Look at that. Look at that sound quality, bro. It's top tier. It's keck. Brother, what you been up to? You doing anything fun this week?
Nope.
That's what I'm talking about. How's work going? Is it really got you busy?
Yep.
Very good. Yeah, Shaps is kind of out, except for, we're doing this kind of remotely, but he's been kind of MIA for, he's going to be gone the rest of this month. That's why we're having to do it like this. But we got some rants to do. Did I talk? I don't think I did. I edited these episodes, but we didn't talk about the Sunny Side Down incident, did we?
I was hoping we were gonna skip that.
No.
I didn't remind you last time.
Yeah, you didn't remind me, and I did forget. But then, Fortune smiled upon me because I had the opportunity to order my eggs the way you like them, buddy. Okay,
Oh,
so
that's great.
what gave you the sunny side down thing? For first off, my buddy here, Shaps, my boy here, ordered his eggs at Waffle House, sunny side down. I had never heard of such an event, but you were totally on it. Now, tell me where you've heard of this, because I guess I've never had breakfast with you, but
Well, maybe if you had breakfast with me more, then this wouldn't be a problem.
but where'd you come up with this? This is what I want to know.
It's my wonderful, wonderful brain.
Mhm.
That's all I can contribute it to.
No, where'd you get it from? You heard it from somewhere. There's no
I,
way.
I'm not guaranteed. I did not. I just
You just made
thought of
this
it
up
because
because
it.
it's like, oh, there's an
Well, it wasn't.
up, and what's up
No,
must come down. It's Newton's first law.
no. I feel like I heard it from somewhere, but I guarantee did not. I did not.
Okay,
It was
okay.
all me.
Let me give you all the full story. I ain't gonna lie, this is one of my favorite moments with you, and I think I'm gonna
That
remember
is.
it forever.
That's crazy.
No, dude, it was great. All right, so it's my birthday last week, and me and Shaps, Shaps can't come to my actual birthday party. It's really far, and he has to work late because his work just has him balls to the wall 24/7.
Yep.
We go to Waffle House. He's nice enough to drive to the one by my house. And we play this board game Legendary. That's why we were talking about it last week and why I enjoy it so much, right?
Yeah.
Well, before that, I was like, let's eat because it's a long game. There's a lot of setup. There's cards, and I got some card sleeves coming in. We're gonna get some more characters going, and
the sun was setting. You could say
it was awesome, right? So it's like it's time to eat, right? It's like it's almost 8. My cutoff for eating's 8:00. I'm losing weight, right? And Shaps. The lady comes by. This lady, admittedly, Shaps, she had an attitude. Okay, she was.
Oh, okay, good.
She was a little. I won't say sassy. She just wasn't like she. She didn't think we were funny. And
Yeah.
in all fairness, you weren't even trying to be funny. You were 100% serious. Okay.
It's true.
And so it's Shaps' turn to order, and he goes, "I would like my eggs sunny side down." And I watch her. Her eyes go almost to the back of her head, trying to compute. Right.
Yeah, and I noticed it, but I was like,
yeah.
I really hope
I
really hope it clicks because I'm like, how would you not know what sunny side down is?
Yeah, he was like,
Duh.
And he whispers to me after she's like, okay, her eyes roll back. She's like, okay, and then she goes and talks to the cook.
I was like, mission success.
Yeah, he gave me like I'm so glad I didn't have to describe this to her. And you were the biggest sigh of relief. Okay, mission not aborted. The mastermind's plan was thwarted. She comes back after talking to the cook, and I see her. She's talking to the cook. I can't read her lips, but I can read confusion very well on people. And she comes back after they both shrug at each other, and she says, "When you say sunny side down, do you mean like flipped over?" Oh my god, he got so mad. Okay, so I have this thing where hold on a sec. Coke in Mexico. Way better than regular Coke. All right.
Well, don't make me sound like a maniac.
I have this thing where I don't like repeating myself. And I get so frustrated, right? When I have to when I say a sentence and it's a decently worded sentence and somebody just goes, "What?" and I gotta start over. Pisses me off. The look on your face when she asked you to clarify what sunny side down is on your You were so angry.
I wasn't like trying to be.
You didn't take it out on her. I'm not saying you did, but
Right.
I could tell you were mad. You had the same look I get when I have to repeat myself.
Yeah.
Because when I repeat myself, I have to I go slow like they're stupid. Okay. I'll say like, can I help you with anything? Huh? Can I help you with anything? Like every syllable, right? I just enunciate and go slow like oh, sorry, you can't say that word. Like they're stupid,
Oops.
right?
I give you the pass.
Yeah, thanks. I got the R word pass. So you get so mad, and you also have a look of defeat. Like, oh my god, I had to describe sunny side down eggs to her. Why is my life like this? I give up. I can't go anywhere with this in life, right? And then I have a few questions of my own. I'm like, what the hell is sunny side down, right? So I say, bro, like,
he's so loyal, right?
Yeah, but I was like, I'm with you. Look, my boy said he wants sunny side down eggs, so bring it to him, right? So she asked for clarification. You give it to her. I go ahead and say, I've never heard of this. Let me look it up. And I try to look that up, sunny side down egg.
Yeah.
And it literally just pulls up fried egg. I was like, brother, I don't think this exists. And you're like, no, and you're like, no, I got this. And you pull it up and you go, oh my God, I think you're right. It also on your end just pulls up fried egg, right? So I said, bro,
what did I do? What did I do?
Well, I was like, bro, you have to apologize to her, right?
No, you didn't have to tell me. I said I will apologize.
I mean, I brought it up though.
Sure.
Yeah, and then you're like, but you agreed. You weren't like unreasonable here. You're like, no. She should have just like,
Yeah, I know.
Because what you ordered was a egg that they open and flip. Just you ordered a cooked egg.
Yeah. And in my defense, does that not sound logical?
Right. Newton's law dictates.
Well, if there's a sunny side up, should there not be, pray tell, a sunny side down counterpart?
And it wouldn't have been so funny had you just not gotten so mad about it. Like you had to, like, she just like shot your dog. Okay.
In a way, she did. My dog was the sunny side down theory.
Now, fast forward to yesterday, Sunday, Mother's Day, right? I think we're a week behind. I think we're a week ahead, so we're shooting. So this will come out like a week after. A week has passed since the story. But yesterday, we're at this place called Boulevard Cafe in North Richland Hills, and the lady comes up, and I was like, oh my God, I know what I want to do. And I was like, she's like, how do you want your eggs? I was like, sunny side down. and I wasn't having it, bro. She was like, so when you say, I was like, ma'am, just go talk to the chef. He'll
oh my God.
He'll know what I'm talking about.
You're more psychotic than I am.
Oh my God.
It's way worse.
I loved it because I was so confident. I was like, man, please just go tell the cook. He'll take care of it.
Oh yeah. It's an industry secret.
I knew what I was asking. All right, I knew I knew what I wanted didn't exist, but it wasn't. It's not. It's so funny because it's not so unreasonable to where it's like, okay, he asked me to go lift a car, right?
It can be explained. That's the thing. Like you can actually explain what it is,
right? Which is just an egg flip. A cooked egg, please.
Self-explanatory, ain't it?
And so she brings the eggs out. And she's watching me like to take a bite, right? And so I take a bite. And by golly, okay, here. Let me say this about sunny side down eggs. One, they're not real. Two, let me say this though. Okay. When I order my eggs over Easy, they're still raw, right? They're not cooked all the way. Like it. Yes, the yolk is runny, but the white is also not cooked. So what I do is I say, can I get them over medium? And that's like perfect. The yolk is runny and the white's cooked. Now, I just say sunny side down, and they just cook it, and they think, okay, I think this is what he wants. It's actually the perfect temperature. So,
oh my gosh.
You invented a new way to order your eggs, brother. so she's watching me, and she goes, so are these are these okay? Like, she's nervous. And I was like, oh, these are perfect, ma'am. And then I felt it was great because I wasn't going to tell her what happened, right? But Maddie felt bad and stepped in. She's like, oh, he's just joking. I was like, I was like, man.
No, don't
Yeah,
tell
no,
them.
she flat out ruined it.
No.
Flat out killed it. And
I was going to start a revolution.
Yeah, and so then I was like, ma'am, I'm just messing with you. And then of course I had to explain it. Because now I look
and
like
then you probably got angry.
Right. I was like, well, I look like an idiot for having to explain this, right? So now it's just like it just ruined it. So
round circle.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I was like, Happy Mother's Day. I told Maddie, I was like, Maddie, please next time just let me mess with them, please. Like this I had so much fun with that. It was we took one of your best blunders and turned it into a good thing. Oh, but yes,
I don't know, man. I think it's one of those like potato chip accidents. Like. You're right. I think I'm starting something different, like TikTok trend.
Yeah. Oh, please
go to your favorite breakfast place and order sunny side down. And if enough people do it, it's a thing.
No, I might just do that. Have Maddie record me for TikTok and be like, "Yeah, can I get my eggs sunny side down?" and watch her get confused. I could do a whole compilation. Full credit, brother, and get a trend going. But yes, to your credit, Shaps. Yes, you did apologize to the waitress. I still remember very specifically bringing up, oh, you got to say sorry for that. And to your credit, I did say if you don't do it, I'm gonna bring her over here and tell her that you have something to say. but I didn't have to push you that hard. You did it. You called her. Was like, ma'am, I'm sorry. I asked you for an impossible task. Like you did a John Wick. Like.
Well, then she gave instead of saying like, oh, no problem, she was like, next time say this. I was like, oh, okay. No, I like my eggs this way.
No,
the fact that you didn't understand.
No, that waitress, legit, I'm with you, had no sense of humor.
Yeah,
like she did not find us
cute. We're like laughing about it. We're like, oh dang, we're idiots. Like,
yeah, I said, we use the word "we" very loosely because I didn't order sunny side down eggs. You did.
Whatever, you went along with it. You didn't stop it before it caused a train wreck.
Bro, why would I abandon you now at your most pivotal moment? Okay, I've had your back through some tough times, brother. I ain't about to turn around on a Waffle House lady. All right.
Yeah.
We were there to play for my birthday Legendary, which is like my favorite board game ever made, right? I was like, I ain't about to abandon you on the Sunny Side Down project.
Dang, imagine like if that would have ruined your birthday, just like a fight in Waffle House.
Dude, that made my birthday. I know, right?
Down.
Yeah. Dude, Sunny Side Down is such a great idea for a podcast name. Like if we had come up with that, I would totally use that for a third wheel.
Sunny Side Down. I can't believe, and no one else has thought of that before. That's to me what's so crazy,
right? Yeah,
because like people flip the eggs, like that flipping an egg, that's normal, right? But like, how has no one else thought of just sunny side down?
Yeah,
if there's an up, there's got to be a down.
Hold on, let me look. Now somebody has to have thought of it. There's no way, right? You know,
I know, right? But we literally both of us like we couldn't find anything on it.
Well, yeah, it's not a real. I looked at it though in the context of, is this how you order eggs? Let me look. I didn't type in Sunny Side Down podcast. No. Okay.
A podcast.
YouTube. Egg hack. Sunny Side Up. Sunny Side Up. Perfect Sunny Side Egg.
This is amazing. I'm patenting this,
dude. You need to. This doesn't exist.
I'll make $1 billion, then like this is everything.
Sunny Side Down, episode 1. Okay. There is an animation. Okay, there's a cartoon called Sunny Side Down, but I don't think it has anything. No, maybe because there's a how to make a sunny side down egg, but it's in the context of the show. So it's like a weird space cartoon.
I think we're in the clear.
I think so too, but let me send this to you because it hasn't caught on. It has a lot of views. It doesn't have millions though. It only has like 396,000. I'll send this to you here, and then just look at it when you get a chance. If it's not a real thing yet, if it hasn't caught on, we are coining it Sunny Side Down Coffee, Sunny Side Down Podcast, Sunny Side Down T-shirts. We going to town on this. All right, you just invented something new here. Let me tell you, those eggs were perfect. I had no problem. The yolk was runny. White was cooked all the way. Good times, brother. All right, you gave me...
Oh, that's just the name of the episode. It's not actually the show's name, so we're good.
Okay, cool. Heck yeah, dude. All right, good. Actually, I think you're wrong, but we'll double check that later. I'm pretty sure then that's the name of the show, but whatever. We can look later. You've been busy talking about shows. Okay, tell me about
Oh yeah.
your sorry, Mexican Coke, really good. Tell me all
Okay.
about your week long
Oh yeah.
excursion. You've been
Well, I was like, I don't know what. I think I just, in no way was I like, oh, I got to catch up on The Boys to see the finale. I think it was like I feel nostalgic for the season one, and maybe the show wasn't as good as I remember, and then I just kind of kept watching.
it's good, isn't it?
And
Season one.
I finished season 4 2 nights ago.
Okay, so you haven't even started season 5, but I've kind of
I
given
watched
you.
the first episode, I think.
Oh, that's like pretty much the worst one, to be honest with you. Episode
That's
one.
the worst one? Okay, so it's uphill from here.
Kinda. I mean, it's not much. It's like the cheapest stepping stool. It's like a squatty potty step up. Okay, it's not like
Gotcha.
it's not a full on. Oh, we're climbing up a ladder or a staircase. It's like
Mm,
your 4 foot squatty potty, not 4 foot. Your 4 inch squatty potty step up.
I gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
So, what? Why don't you rank the seasons since you got it from a fresh perspective? Give me your favorite.
Well, that's not that hard. It really is. Um, like it's in order, I think. Of like it literally is like a
Yeah,
steady
downward trend.
decline.
Yeah,
I don't, but now there are some episodes I think like even in season 4 that are like, oh yeah, that was really cool. Highlight of the show sometimes. But like every episode in season 1 was like really good.
yeah,
And then just like it gets more sparse as we
right.
go on. I'm gonna pull them up just so I can remember.
Yeah, sure. In fact, let me say, season 1. Do you know how many episodes that was? I can't remember. 6.
Each season I think is 8.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 episodes.
Some of the best. So here's the thing with television that's changed. We don't get pilot episodes as much anymore. We get pilot seasons.
Yeah, to see if it sticks.
Right. So back in the day, and Pulp Fiction has a good rant on this. They talk about Marcellus Wallace's wife, Mia Wallace, played by Uma Thurman, and she was in a pilot. And the pilot didn't go anywhere. And she talks about where it would have gone had the pilot been picked up. But a pilot is one
Mm,
episode. In fact,
right.
most of your favorite shows' first episode is called pilot.
Mm,
Um, and that's it. That's what it is. It's literally a episode of a show that could either get picked up or not. Nowadays, and it was a good way to save money. Like you spend a lot on one episode, but if audiences don't like it or if it doesn't gain an audience right out the gate, no harm, no foul. Show's over. Here comes something that's really good.
mm,
And nowadays, you got, like I said, pilot seasons where Wednesday, season 1, destroys the block on Netflix and it's renewed for 5 more seasons up front, just
mm.
stuff like that. Invincible, same thing. Like, I mean, they you can tell they only had one season to make an impression. First
Yeah,
episode, if that was just the pilot, they just dropped one episode and then it had to get a fan base like that. I don't think it would have made it because you don't get the big revelation of what's going on with Omni-Man until the last episode, right? Or second to last
right.
episode.
Hmm.
And you could, I mean, that would have been unheard of in the 80s, 70s, 90s,
Oh yeah.
early 2000. Like you couldn't do that. Um,
Just because these shows they're so expensive to make.
right.
It makes sense to do it all at once.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's probably a big reason, but
Yeah.
also just like they'd have so much investment to back it beforehand. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's because the pilots were, back when like they don't know, what everyone wants to watch right now. Nowadays, it's like when, like Walking Dead era, just everything became like super drama focused.
Yeah.
And I think that's honestly like Game of Thrones and Walking Dead are probably like the ones that started this trend, and it
Right.
hasn't stopped since. Where
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of like the perfect amount. These 40 to hour long episodes, but the seasons aren't like ridiculously long, like back in like early 2000s. Um, and it's usually like maybe there used to be like 2 of them at a time. Now there's like 8 or 9 to choose from that are like super popular. But The Boys, this definitely when it came out, I forgot what year it came out. 2019. When it came out, um, gosh, 1 year before COVID. That's crazy. It was everywhere. Like everyone watched The Boys, and then
Yeah.
like it was infamous for like its intense gore, I guess, and its vulgarity. Um, but it had some really unique perspectives, and it's kind of like we've seen celebrity heroes done before in satire, but not like an entire world based around it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so the reason I bring up pilot seasons is because season 1 had to make an impression.
Hmm.
And it took there's a really good video by Pointless Hub called The Boys Comics was kind of terrible.
Yeah.
And the way he describes it, it's true, right? I was like, that sounds really bad. So you take the show and it's got like all this commentary on workplace harassment. You got these heroes that are really good in the public, but behind the scenes they're dirt bags. They suck. They're disgusting. They're more human than some of the scummiest humans on planet Earth that you know. So really strong first impression. Huey, Butcher, Homelander, like all of their motivations are like clearly spelled out. And for the first season, you don't even know Homelander's a bad guy till like the last 2 episodes. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think even in the first episode, um, well, that's not really a surprise because like first episode, you can see he's clearly like very brutal to people he takes down.
Yeah.
But like I think in the first episode is when he shoots down not the big plane, but the smaller plane, the private jet, with the child and his father. I'm pretty sure that's season 1.
I'd have to rewatch it.
Or episode 1.
But like he's not quite as unhinged as you're expecting yet. But yeah, I mean you got the part where he doesn't rescue a plane, like that comes up. I don't know, like it's such a nice slow tease at how his mind is deteriorating, how when he loses control, he starts to kind of flip. Like it's a slow build up.
It's really well, yeah, it's really quick though to realize because again, like within the first maybe 20 minutes, that's when Huey's girlfriend dies. So it's like you can already tell, oh, there's something messed up with Huey got a peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
And then Starlight gets in the 7, and then you really see like immediately like, oh, this place is messed up. So it's only makes sense. The only thing that is different is that Butcher claims that, oh yeah, out of all of them, Homelander's the most clean.
Right.
Like he doesn't have this horrible criminal background, or like he doesn't do like these terrible things, at least in the public. It's like, oh wow, I wonder why that is.
Yeah, and it's actually more so because of like he was kind of genetically engineered to be clean, like at least background wise. Obviously didn't translate to functioning like a normal person, but it's because he was literally born in a test tube, raised in a lab. Like he literally had no chance for a criminal history.
Right. Yeah.
So that's what Butcher's talking about.
But dude, the rush, even when rewatching, the rush was real. Just like, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
How does all this make sense? All these different perspectives, and like how unique all these heroes were. Like very defined characters. And even like the ones that do horrible things, you always want to hate or love to hate at least. Like characters like the Deep, obviously in episode 1. Does something really horrible to Starlight, and then like he doesn't just. It's not like a weaker show where they would just kill them off immediately. Right. He's literally still there.
Yeah, he's in this latest episode, and I mean, he doesn't die either. He's going to be there till the very end. Now, granted, the way the writers are doing it, he's probably, Starlight's going to probably knock him into a dildo shop and shove a bunch of dildos down his throat. Just something totally
probably like that. Yeah,
just the opposite of what he did to
her. And also, I think what's interesting about this world is like how like I don't know if like so. First of all, it's I think it's classified as a black comedy. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
Yeah, even though it's like there's there's a lot of real moments. It's almost all like kind of sick humor stuff. I would say like 90% of it is like black comedy. There's some really serious moments, but like I would say for the majority. So it's like that sickening kind of like, man, I kind of feel bad for laughing. But it keeps that. I think it keeps that spirit for most of the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, let's see. If we're still talking about kind of my watch, I remembered season one pretty well, and I also remembered how balanced it was with like its
Hmm.
satire.
Yeah.
Like even when you get to Ezekiel, like in their depiction of like the church,
Right.
or like mega churches, it wasn't like, I mean, in my opinion, like heretical or anything. It was just like it was an actual like poke fun at like this specific sect
Right. Christianity
of Christianity of the megachurch.
or the
It
culture
wasn't, and they
behind it.
they didn't even like some of the characters are like, oh yeah, like I still believe in God, but like whatever this is isn't. So it's like
Yeah.
it was very much like, okay, yeah, this stuff is actually like real, and I could see this actually happening.
Hmm.
But anyway, it was still for laughs. It was just for comedy, right? It
Right.
wasn't really trying to say anything. It's more like that we all know this is a thing.
Well, it wasn't
I
trying to
don't.
offend either. It wasn't trying
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
offend just it wasn't just trying to offend for the sake of offending. It was trying to
Exactly. Yeah.
actually be commentary, like it's a real
Hmm.
thing. Like we're finding out like these mega pastors are cheating on their wives or they're
Hmm.
going out to the brothels or they're
Right.
doing like that's a real thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Definitely.
it's way more common than any of us can even think of.
Right.
I mean, there's stories just now coming out now, about stuff like that. The Newsboys, like the lead singer of the Newsboys, has been living
Hmm.
literally his words a double life, and
Yeah.
he's living out Ezekiel in season one, where he's
Hmm.
singing, he's doing his Christian songs, and then once he's done in the studio, he goes out and does literally what's in the boys,
Yeah.
so
So that stuff, like I appreciate how it was done. It just
yeah,
felt like there was a lot of thought put into it,
right,
and it
agreed.
wasn't just like, oh yeah, this is relevant in this very moment. This has been relevant for years,
Hmm.
decades, even.
Yeah,
Like, because
absolutely.
this goes back all the way to like Benny Hinn, like
Hmm.
with like in the '90s.
Yeah,
So
interesting
pretty
name drop.
relevant, definitely. And let's see the oh ding, they say it a million times. Is it Flight 97? Whatever the plane was.
Right, the plane
That
scene.
was that was definitely like that's the one. That's probably the most searched clip
Yeah.
on the show on
Hmm.
YouTube. It's the one that was just like, even it was so different. I think it's like the most unique standout scene in the show because like even the way it's filmed, it feels really real.
Yeah.
Like there's not a whole lot of cut arounds. It kind of looks like you're in their perspective of someone in the seats. Like, and then like how all the acting goes back and forth so much. How they go back and forth between, oh, they're calm, then they're panicking, then they're calm, and he tries to fight, to keep
Yeah.
them calm just long enough so he can get to the back of the plane. It's like,
Right.
oh, it doesn't jump around. It lets the
Yeah.
whole scene play out.
Right.
I'm like, that was so effective.
It was.
Pretty sure that was the peak of the show.
Yeah, I mean,
um,
I remember my first time watching that scene and how uncomfortable I was,
oh yeah.
how long, drawn out, and painful it was. Like, oh my God.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah,
and then like something as simple as like, can't we just save this one kid? And he's like, no.
yeah.
And then she has to put the kid back down and
Right.
say, I'm sorry. And then,
No, it was just as bad
yeah.
as like it can get. Like
Yeah,
literally
yeah. I was uncomfortable the
so
first time
terrible.
watching. I was
Hmm.
like, "Oh my goodness, like this is painful to watch."
Yeah, there's only one other scene kind of close to that in the
Yeah,
show I can think of that
yeah,
hit it, but like, yeah, no, that was crazy.
yeah.
Character of Billy Butcher. It kind of, so at the very beginning, I really liked Huey. He was my favorite, probably
Mhm.
just for season one, honestly. Now that I rewatched it,
Yeah.
Billy Butcher's kind of supposed to be like this really sick depiction of like kind of a mentor character.
Mhm.
It very quickly becomes his show.
Right.
Love it or hate it,
Yeah, I mean,
which he
Carl
he is
Urban
the
was
way more interesting character, and just the,
yeah.
I don't know, the actor sells it.
I mean, Carl Urban was famous before this because he's done a lot of stuff, but he's never had his moment to shine. I would
Oh
say
yeah,
where he's like the cent. You don't realize he could carry a whole franchise
right, yeah,
until Billy Butcher. Like
oh yeah,
once this show came out, you're like, oh my God, like where's this guy been all my life? He's actually been around a very long time. He's in a
oh
lot
yeah,
of stuff you wouldn't think to know and love, But let me reset
right.
the camera real fast. Hold on. All right, three, two, one. All right, real quick, brief intermission. We got this really cool that I got for my birthday. So I need to actually like spread it out, but it's a super pink. Can you see it at all? It's a super
Uh,
pink McDonald's sign.
that's pretty epic, I guess.
It's pretty awesome if you could see it in person. But whatever. We'll hang it up. Anyway, so yeah, Carl Urban. He's actually been around for a very, very long time, and he's a very talented actor. He's leading Mortal Kombat now as Johnny Cage. He's
Yeah, I saw
old,
that.
but he's Johnny Cage now. So it's like, you know what? Like he's pretty cool. He's got a lot of surprises. I'm glad he's like actually taken off. Like, and don't get me wrong, like he's been in some really high profile stuff, but I don't think anybody just kind of knew that, hey, Carl Urban's actually kind of dope,
Yeah.
until Billy Butcher. And then now, I'm not saying he's in everything, but he's very well respected now. And he plays that type of character the only way he can. So very talented guy. Put him on the map for sure. Like really hit mainstream was when he did The Boys. So your rating of the seasons as they get worse as they go on. I really want to know your thoughts though. So you'd say season 1 is the best. Season 2, pretty good. I mean, it's got.
Let me look at those episodes. Hold on.
Yeah, so that's when what's her name? Stormfront.
Stormfront shows up, which loved her at the front, and then like you start to learn more and more about her.
Yeah.
It does kind of tap in the whole like
Fashion.
Nazi stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'm like, okay, whatever. It's gonna be like a Marvel like Hydra thing, probably, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing with that.
Mhm.
I still don't think they were going toward if you're right leaning, you're just a Nazi. I think at the time it was still a trope of like Nazis were just fun to make fun of in general. They were fun to parody, or they were an interesting like plot point, like, oh, these are leftover, like not like literally leftover Nazis.
It was built up really well. It wasn't just like
right.
Like it was kind of like a shocking reveal.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time for you to figure out what actually like is her deal.
Yeah.
And then like that leads into it opens up a lot more stipulation of like, oh wow, if this is possible, then what else is?
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's not
the
until
episode 2 is I think when they reveal Butcher's wife is alive, or maybe it's episode 1.
No, it's the finale of season 1. When he drops off Butcher and he's like, hey, I got a surprise for you, Butcher, and he drops right, and that's the cliffhanger ending of season 1. Is like, oh shoot, she's alive for one because Butcher thought she was dead, and 2, there's a child, and it's Homelander's child. So, yeah. Now, here's the thing: the Nazi stuff. It's only very recently now that where everyone who votes for Trump is a Nazi. Like that's a brand new concept. Only kind of brought up in his second term. Like nobody actually said that during his first term, But now, of course, second term because he won again. Now we're all Nazis, right? But that I don't think that's what The Boys season 2 was trying to say. I think it was just like, oh, this is an interesting plot line. Like you said, Hydra.
Right.
That's what Hydra was, and that was kind of not like hot off the tails of, Winter Soldier type stuff where there's still leftover Nazis and Hydra's still around. Like none of that's in there. So anyway, now we get to what is it?
Is this the season? I think it is with Head Popper.
She's teased at the end of season 2, I think.
Yeah, but her, I think like that hearing thing when she pops all those people's heads. I think that was season 2.
Yeah,
that's
the last episode though.
Yeah, that was a lot of uncomfortable stuff too, because it's like, they introduced this new element. People just start dying.
Yeah.
And Vought was just like on the cusp of being exposed completely. And then all these people just randomly start dying, and you find out it's not Vought behind it. And it's just like, well, who on earth could it be?
Yeah.
The Deep goes through a lot of character development up and down. Like he's literally like playing out Tom Cruise in a way. But all with like the Scientology stuff.
It's not till season 3 when he's kicked off the 7, or is that season 2?
He's kicked off the 7 in season 2.
Okay, yeah.
I think by Stormfront.
Yeah, and it's like you said, and they also, I think that's where they tease that A-Train's not as fast anymore.
Yeah, because he, the drugs are getting to him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's a lot of stuff going on. And
and then like every character was interesting to watch. I think Frenchie, and this is where Kamiko starts being more part of the team now.
You start seeing
Um,
some of her aspirations, why her motivations. I don't think they introduced her sister or brother. I can't remember. I don't
her
think that
brother.
was
Yeah.
this season. I think that was next season,
No, that
season
was
3.
season 2 because Stormfront kills him.
Oh, okay, yeah. So like we get, like you said, they kind of do. They take a little breather. Like we're Stormfront's a new character. We're just kind of building up to her dying. But basically, it gives the boys a chance to grow just a bit individually as characters.
It also shows the vulnerability of Homelander in this season because
Hmm.
like it very much hammers home that he's becoming the main villain, but he's
Hmm.
not actually the main villain yet
Right.
because he's still held back by his bosses. He's still held back by his own emotions as his need to be approved and loved.
Hmm.
And like even Stormfront's doing Homelander better than Homelander can.
Hmm.
And then he forms a rivalry at first, but then he starts to trust her.
Yeah.
Then they start to like fall in love or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, we got Gus being Gus again.
Yeah. Poor guy. What's the actor's name?
Esposito.
Thank you. Giancarlo Esposito got typecasted super hard, and
Oh yeah.
this was the first. This was the first like
I
indication of
always
like
forget he's in the show.
right, because he plays it like Grand Moff Gideon. He plays it
Yeah.
like freaking Gus. He plays it like the guy from Far Cry 6. Like
Yeah.
great, he's great at that role. But that's
But
literally
you can
all
you can't tell the difference between any of them.
right. You'd swear like, oh, this is a variant of Gus, but in the boys universe. Like, oh,
Right.
if Loki opened a portal and said, "You got to come with me to this dimension," one of your variants is lost
Dude,
control.
instead of making him a throwaway villain in Captain America, they should have made him Kane.
Yeah.
And it's just every variant of him, his
Yeah.
character.
That'd be great. Like a portal opens up and he steps out from Vought and he just joins Kang.
He's got the chicken uniform and then
yeah. That would have been cool. They really screwed the pooch on that one. But
Season 2 ends pretty, was it sourly, I think, because like I think Butcher, yeah, his wife dies.
yeah.
And then like he contemplates killing Ryan.
Hmm.
And then Ryan kind of has this back and forth, like, "Oh, it's my dad, but my
Yeah.
mom's husband." But we still got God. Butcher's such an interesting character because he's so like hell bent on just getting revenge, but also he has like that little shred of humanity
Yeah.
that keeps him from going and turning into Homelander.
Hmm.
Season 3.
3. Again, the seasons are getting worse. But
Yeah, it starts off pretty funny because Starlight's back at Vought, and then like I laughed out loud a few moments in this season because like they had this thing where they're at like this expo thing and Huey just bumps into Homelander on accident and they just
yeah.
the disdain and the
Right.
hatred. That's why also like that's what's so interesting too is that you never know what the relations are going to be. Like sometimes it's kill in sight, sometimes it's we have to work together, sometimes it's public appearances.
Yeah, but like
it definitely goes back and forth a lot.
Season 3, the weakest out of the 3 so far at the time.
Yeah.
You start to see some of the cracks show a bit, just a bit. So like that Butcher and what's her face, Queen Maeve hook up for no reason.
Like, oh yeah,
0 reason.
Yeah,
they don't bring it up.
Also, it was funny first couple times, but everyone turns into a sex pest at one point. Like just
yeah,
it's just like every new character seems to be that.
Yeah.
Gets a little annoying, but yeah, like random hookups. However, like I said before, the later seasons have some really good moments. That sort of outshine the bad. Like
yeah,
that I think just like them not knowing what to do with Starlight, Huey, and Butcher. Honestly, it's because the whole Ryan dynamic, they kind of wrote themselves in a little wall there.
Just a bit.
However, introducing characters like Soldier Boy,
really good,
and then like diving more deep into like his backstory and Black Noir's backstory, like. That was the best parts of the season.
Black Noir was so cool in season 3. Yeah. They really did well, and we really see the problem when you make a character that can't talk in season 5.
God, I got to that moment, by the
Yeah,
way.
but we'll get there. Okay, but season 3, like this show really does know what to do with characters who can't speak. Like
Yep.
there, it's when Kimiko is just like only communicating through smiling.
Mhm.
She's so good at, you look at her face and you just know what she's feeling. You know what she's trying
Mhm.
to say, or when she smiles, you just feel like everything's gonna be okay. Black
And like,
Noir. Oh, good.
well, hit her with Frenchie also is just like,
Yeah.
I would say it probably. I think it gets a little old later on, but I love their dynamic.
Yeah.
Frenchie's definitely the heart of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then seeing them together, them trying to work out their issues, and him struggling so hard to learn her way of talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do agree. Like, emote. They have to emote so much more
Yeah.
to make up for the lack of speech, which
Right.
is like,
It's powerful. I'm just gonna use that word because like Black
yeah.
Noir, like anytime he just has to stare because he's scared. Like I don't
Mhm.
know. It's so weird when they zoom in on Black Noir when he's nervous. And
Yeah, and you can kind of tell what he's emoting. Like,
right through the blankness.
right.
It's fantastic. I don't
Mhm.
know how they did that, you know. And then
Mhm.
Soldier Boy's dynamic is really interesting.
Just like an evil Captain
Yeah,
America,
yeah.
like really evil.
Right, and he ends up being Homelander's father, which I thought was a fun twist. And it
Mhm.
changes, like you think he's gonna fight Homelander. Did I think he was gonna kill Homelander? No, because we still got 2 more seasons to go. But I thought it was fun. Like, oh well, we'll just use Soldier Boy. He's one of the OG soups. He's the original Homelander. We'll use him to kill real Homelander.
So he's so cool because
Yeah.
like he is the epitome of like, this is like Stalin versus Hitler. Like,
Yeah.
it's like this guy is just not as evil, if not more
Mhm.
evil than Homelander, but we
Right.
need him, but he could flip at any second.
Yeah.
For no reason.
And he also can't control whatever is going on when he explodes randomly.
Yeah, he's basically a walking nuclear bomb,
Right.
and sometimes he just does it, and he doesn't even know why.
It also
touches.
It also touches on PTSD because he has PTSD, but he's too tough to admit it or acknowledge it, or he just like, I don't, that's for sissies. So
Right.
randomly he'll just snap back into soldier war mode, and that's what's causing him to explode sometimes. So like, they actually still had a lot of stuff to say with season 3, I thought, and then everyone gets powers, but like, are we hypocrites because we have powers, or like that? Brilliant, it's like, oh, we're
one of the funniest scenes, but also realist scenes, is when I think it's Vietnam, and they get a whole bunch of superheroes to go into the military camp, and like they're just all jacking around, and they end up getting like themselves killed, but also they just start like opening fire on like everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, I love that because like it just kind of makes fun of the whole idea of just like anyone could just jump on a battlefield and be fine. It's like, no, there's actually a lot of thought, that goes into the way these characters react. Like, okay, what was a character without superpowers? How do they get through the world?
Yeah.
What is this one? It's kind of hard to go by their descriptions,
For
but
sure.
yeah, I was really liking this. And then like the build up. No, they do this unfortunately a lot now. But the first time they did this, the build up to fight Homelander for the first time, super powerful. And I thought, what would they did? You always remember how you said you didn't understand like the whole mall thing. I think they did that really well with like Black Noir. Like they build up, he's going to have an epic showdown with Soldier Boy,
Right.
and then Homelander just takes him out because Black Noir didn't tell him. And just even that little bit was enough for Homelander not to trust someone. So you get to the idea that even Homelander will now kill people he loves if he doesn't trust them.
Right. No, I agree. No, I wasn't disappointed because of the fight or lack of thereof. It was more so like, this is sad. This is like, I never got the impression in this show that like, oh, anyone can die. I know a lot of people. Me and Darcy argue about this about The Walking Dead. Like, oh, anyone can die, and it's literally just extra. It's just extras.
Yeah, when the actor gets bored, or they get too old, or they get fired.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, they just killed an extra. Like, what are you talking about? Anyone can die. Shut up. But no, like I never got the impression in this show that anyone can die. But it was like, oh man, like they just killed a really important character. And
Yeah.
I think what also fueled that was people actually thought it was a clone. They were going to go the clone of Homelander route.
Yeah.
So when it turns out, oh, we're not going that route at all. We're actually going the route of he worked with Soldier Boy and he got brain damage and now he just can't talk or chooses not to talk.
Also, they never fully
Right.
show his face.
Yeah.
They do in the flashback.
Right.
And then like I think Queen Maeve like pulls his mask up a little bit, but they never actually show
Right.
even when he's dead. And I'm like, that shows some pretty cool restraint.
Yeah.
Like I love the mystery.
Mhm.
Even though he was like manufactured to be like literally like the mysterious ninja.
Yeah.
Like it added I think also his brain damage was just like such a cool like character trait.
Yeah.
Because he's almost more unpredictable than Homelander was.
Mhm.
But then also like when you see kind of like his way of the world, like his see through his eyes of the world.
Yeah.
Like he's just he basically is like a child. Like he's just
Right.
which is that makes it all the more sad when he dies. And it's like even when like when Homelander is like reprimanding everyone in the Seven, he always is like, except you, except you, Black Noir. You're always
you're fine.
You're doing perfect. I love you.
That's literally what I was thinking when you were talking.
Yeah.
Not you, Noir. It's like all you are hiding something. Not you, Noir. You're fantastic. Yeah.
Oh dang. Herogasm was not the last episode. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So that's another element. Butcher starts taking Compound V, which is the serum that they give the soups when they're babies to make them super, but now people can take temporary V, which will give them temporary powers as adults.
Really
what did you think when he started giving himself powers?
Oh, I loved it because it leveled the playing field action wise. Also, but like, okay, I don't know about comic Butcher, but TV show Butcher is the worst person to give superpowers. Like, oh my god, that now you thought he was unpredictable before without powers? Sweet lord. So I actually felt like, wow, like this show's actually kind of going wild. For a little bit and in some elements, right? What I loved that they balanced it out where it's not just mindless action was the fact that the other boys are like, hey, like, is this hypocritical? Are we now no better than the people we're trying to fight or trying to kill? Like now are we just as bad? Great angle. Like, I mean, that just adds an instant layer of depth to the whole because like you got Huey who's taking the stuff and he's just trying to be fun. He's trying to be Huey. He's like, I like teleporting, but my clothes don't come, he's just still innocent and sweet. And then you got Butcher, who, like I said, the worst person to get powers, and it's like, it just adds so much to not just, I won't say it adds to his character. It's just like it's almost like a fan fiction of like, okay, what if we take this character that's already nuts and give him the ability to be Homelander if he wants to?
Right.
Solid idea. So yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it added a very good layer. It took the show in a new direction while also still maintaining the heart aspect of it.
I think they shot themselves in the foot a little bit by giving Huey powers because it's just like riding coattails, like you said, of Butcher. Like that makes sense. Huey taking powers because he wants to feel stronger. He started getting bullied. A little less interesting than Homelander, who's just, I have no humanity left. So I don't care what the repercussions are. Like a little strong. I don't even think Huey keeps taking V in the next season. I think he pretty much stops around this point. Because he learns his lesson, gets people hurt.
So accidentally makes Starlight naked with him.
That
like
was,
you said, learns his lesson, and then here's the. So the end of season 3, they get the reveal like, oh man, freaking Butcher took too much. He's gonna die. He's dying.
He's got the can.
Oh no. And then also we get the nice tease. The part I'm just so excited for is that like, oh my gosh, Homelander is slowly turning into Donald Trump.
But But that can't be real, right? No,
No,
let's wait till
it's like
season 4.
it's a good joke. Like you said, it's like before when they were teasing mega pastors, like, oh, it's just a throwaway joke. It's not really
It's a
trying
little
to say,
nod.
yeah, we're not going to make 2 whole seasons based on this concept. No, God, it was just a fun little joke at the end. You know, I think Trump was running again for office or something whenever they made that joke. Like, you know,
But yeah,
they can't surely dedicate
Kamal's gonna win.
16, yeah, they can't dedicate 16 hours to this plot line.
Hell no.
Silly
No,
guys.
no.
Season 4 comes out.
Wow. Also,
Yeah.
so I could pretty much differentiate what episode was what in the last 2 seasons or last few seasons. This one,
Sure.
dude, they're all the same episode.
They're bad.
Like, oh my god.
I really want to know though.
It starts off pretty cool, like the Jesus on Ice thing was really fun. Let's see.
You know, I actually didn't care for the first episode that much. I get what you mean, like the concept, the Jesus on Ice thing, but it was a very elaborate filler episode to me.
Yeah,
they do this.
It doesn't really pick up until like
Right.
episode 4,
Right?
but which is a long time to go because that's half the season. It really starts off with just this whole like, yeah, let's make America great again, but not that. Like they literally say stuff like, let's make Subes powerful again, and like use that line.
Right.
And it's just like it's so heavy in that content. I want to say what I really liked about the only episode I think I really loved in this season was 4, and that's when Homelander goes back to the lab he was created in.
Oh, that was a good episode.
That could have been. Why couldn't we just done more of that?
When I talk to people who enjoyed season 4, that's the only episode they talk about.
Yeah, I totally understand why.
And for some reason, it tricked people into thinking it was a good season. That's how good that episode was. Was like that good episode.
That one shot almost gave me a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like when he the bad room. God, just.
And it was so good. Like I said, people had talked like, but that episode where Homelander, blah blah. And it's like, yeah, but what about the other 7 episodes surrounding it? You know,
it just goes on and on.
Yeah, it's political commentary.
Oh, so Homelander also has he figures out that his psyche, his inner psyche, is manifested in this war buddy he used to have, I guess.
You talking about Butcher?
Yeah, Butcher.
Okay.
Sorry, who is? Oh, yeah, Butcher.
I think you said Homelander.
My bad. What's his name? His shoulder devil guy.
I forget the character's name, but it's the guy that plays Negan in The Walking Dead, and it's Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who also played in Supernatural with the guy that played Soldier Boy. He played the dad.
Okay.
So Soldier Boy played the son of that actor in the Supernatural show. So anyway.
So yeah, there's this character now. It was first like we thought he was real. Turns out he's not actually.
Yeah.
And
then he never shows up again, by the way. Like, I'm in season 5, and like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Whenever they reveal he's not real, he doesn't die, right? He just like fades away.
No, he sticks around for the rest of the season.
Well, you don't figure out he's fake though. Till
his wife stops showing up.
Yeah,
because his wife was also showing up, and then immediately after they reveal they're fake, or like it's in his head.
Yeah,
which you thought it was beforehand, but you didn't think he was fake.
Yeah.
When they do that switch, she never shows up again, which I thought was weird.
Sure.
But it's basically like this is his the visualization of him losing his humanity and being like, I need to kill Ryan. Thought it was an interesting twist.
Sure.
Interesting idea.
But like his buddy, like
I think the show was smart enough though, where we didn't need that.
Yeah.
Like I think honestly the dilemma, the internal struggle, you can see it on his face.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to have like this mysterious figure in the background taunting him. Like we already know that's going on in his head.
I just thought it was weird. It was interesting.
It was weird. Whatever.
Yeah. Because he's not in the new season. I was like, did Butcher like tell him to shut up and kill him in his head or something? But no,
again, they probably just were like, this show kind of moves on from ideas a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So we introduced
A-Train trying to get relevant again.
Well, they introduced a ton of new characters for the sole purpose of parodying Trump, parodying Alex Jones.
Oh yeah, Firecracker is like the Alex Jones character, like you said. She's okay. I don't think she ever got like too annoying for me. Here's the thing. I knew it was coming, right?
Yeah.
Second time watching, I knew the Trump stuff was going to come,
Yeah.
and it was whatever. I was going to roll my eyes and move on. It didn't really get that unbearable until season or episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
That's when they do Ryan's like puppet show, and they're like, this is when they become so like their commentary becomes like rock dead, like super dumb.
Yeah.
Basically so condescending to the audience where it's like, oh yeah, lock up your parents for like tweeting something wrong, like or, just like abortion, like it should be illegal, and here's why. It's like it's
throwaway Huey segment. I'm sorry. So there's this part in season 4 where for no reason it comes
this white guy comes over and he's like
it comes out that Starlight had an abortion.
Yeah.
For no reason, it has no bearing on the plot.
Never ever brought up
no
beforehand. And like doesn't serve anything other than she has that experience.
And freaking Huey runs up. He's like, oh, how did it come out? You mean that super careful decision we both sat down and talked about? And I was like, shut the fuck up.
Whatever. This was you filmed this after the season was done, didn't you?
Yeah. It was a very specifically worded, like stupid.
And it just every so often will come up for no reason, and her mom will be like, I can't believe you killed that child. It's like. Then they're calling her baby killer, and then I want to go over the protest real quick. So they do this protest. It's Starlighters versus Homelanders. Is basically red versus blue, but it's yellow and red, I think. And what they do, what Homelander does, he gets A-Train to plant dead bodies in the crowd to make it look like her people were killing people.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. When they start fighting, it looks like they're both going at each other, like equally. But it just so happens that Starlighter's people are more peaceful. Like no, the people would have died on both sides with how much aggression there was.
But no, the soft left. Their blue hair, they sweep their blue hair to the side to represent peace.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to pass her up. I actually do really like Sister Sage. I don't know how you feel about her.
She's fine.
I thought she was a cool character, and like
this last episode though really pissed me off with her.
She has some kind of annoying lines, like, a black woman with superpowers. You couldn't take me, your ego. I was like, oh my god.
Right. And I like the part where she lobotomizes herself just so she can have some fun. Like that's her version of getting high. Is lobotomizing herself so she's stupid and she can eat snacks and have sex, and like it's a fun idea. Like she's too smart to enjoy life, so she has to lobotomize herself, and while she's healing, that's when she's like drunk or whatever. Like that was clever. Now next season, the season 5, we don't have to talk about till next time, but because we're almost out of time. But basically, she does something in season 5 that annoys me, but it's not really her fault. It's it's the writing. It's like it's so clear they have to wrap up in 2 more episodes. So it's like here's this now, but we'll get there. So, but
I want to go over one last scene.
Sure.
Of season 4.
Go ahead.
I don't even remember the finale. I don't care. I was checked out at this. I think it was episode 7 with Tech Knight.
Yeah.
Do you remember how bad this was?
I don't.
Okay. I think I texted you about it when I was watching it. Right. But so they go to Tech Knight's mansion. Tech Knight was kind of like a character they've mentioned before. They never showed him to now. He's like this version's of his world's version of Batman.
Yeah.
Specifically Bruce Wayne, because we never see him in a bat suit or anything. We never see him as the Tech Knight. He's just in a suit. And right out the door, so Homelander and his cronies, they go to basically get his support so they can start a rebellion.
Yeah.
Right out the door, he just blatantly says proudly, my grandparents were all slave catchers. That's how we made our money. Isn't that funny, A-Train? Like, literally that bad.
Yeah.
It was so, and then like all the white people, the old white people, it's just a Republican Party, basically.
Right.
One of them goes up to... I think not Queen Maeve. Maybe Queen Maeve.
What happened to Maeve?
I forget if she... No, not Maeve. I think it was Sister Sage or one of them.
Right.
And literally, they cut to a scene where he's like, yes, the woman has a natural ability to reject a birth. So we should ban all abortion. And then she goes over and she's like, I can't believe it just got mansplained about abortion. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. So
Yes.
like, it wasn't, but that wasn't the worst part. So
Sure.
somehow Huey gets himself. I don't even remember. This is so brain dead.
Yeah.
I literally don't even remember why. But Huey dresses himself up as this Spider-Man-like character
Mhm.
to sneak in and to get on Tech Knight's side. Tech Knight, of course, is like a sex pest, so he's like a BDSM dude, and he's like doing stuff to Huey. But again, like Tech Knight never does anything. He just stands there and he's like, "I'm a masochist, lol.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a white." And then everyone busts in, and they tie him up. He's just not that hard to kill, even though he has kind of interesting powers. He's just not that hard to beat up.
Yeah.
They tie him down, and they're beating him up, and he's like, "I'll never give you the information. Ha ha ha! I'm white." And then his sidekick. This is the most Deus Ex Machina thing. His sidekick breaks out of his chains, runs over to a random laptop in the room, and shows it to the team, and it requires a rectal scan. And they're like, "What's this?" And then they shove it in Tech Knight's face. He's like, "No, don't do that." And then it unlocks the computer, and it literally just so happens to have access to all of his money.
Yeah.
And they're like, "I have an idea." The way they beat him is donating all of his money to BLM. I wish that I'm not even not even a satire version of BLM, not even like this made up version like they were doing before. It was straight up Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
And then like the Peace Project, and they list out all these different things, and he's literally like a witch, like the Wicked Witch. No, like unbelievable. I was like, I'm ready to turn this off. Like, any respect I had for the smartness of the show, like the integrity, like out the window. And then they go to the puppet show with Ryan, and they're like, "Yeah, what can you tell me about Antifa?" It's like, shut up. Like, literally, I thought this was supposed to be a fantasy world. You know, like, if there was going to be representation of something, it was at least going to be like a different version or
tasteful
something
even.
like, or something. Oh, maybe this could be it, or maybe not. Like, it could be a few different things. No, straight up, just actual propaganda. That's what it felt like. Literal just propaganda. Like, and everyone claps. After anyone does anything in the show, everyone claps. Like, just...
Well, you know what? I'm glad you're very passionate about that, but it does line up with what I said last week. Was like, I mean, they're seeing it in the numbers. You know, like, they had to cancel all the spinoffs. They had to cancel. They got Vought Rising coming up, and here's one of my complaints with season 5: is it's all focused on setting up the prequel Vought Rising. So for some reason.
Right.
For no reason, all the Soldier Boy's friends show up from what will be Vought Rising, and they're all, of course, cast.
No.
They're cast already. So this past episode they were running old commercials starring his old friends from when Vought was rising.
Oh my God!
Like, I know it's bad. You'll get there. We'll talk about that next week. If you catch up by then, perfect. Because that'll be the penultimate episode before the finale, which will be.
Did you hear I think they're releasing the last episode in theaters.
Yeah, I want to know what the box office is going to be on that, because I think it's going to be really low.
Dude, no one's gonna.
No, dude, like you said.
Well, not unfortunately. They did this. Like they completely
did. The Boys
ruined it.
Yeah, The Boys is getting so bad that for some reason my brother told me Gen V's worth watching. I heard that too. I watched the first episode, bro. It's not, and I watched season 4. There was nothing in season 4 worth it, right? And then we get to Gen V season 2. My brother again says, no, this time I agree. I don't know what was wrong with me the first season, but this season really, really connects, and then it doesn't. Like, we're almost done. Even the creator, though, Eric Kripke, is on record for saying, no. Like, yeah, Gen V was canceled, but, you'll get to see the characters, get their resolution. And, like, bro, I don't know. I don't recognize any characters from Gen V in this at all. Like,
that's where Sister Sage is from, right?
I don't think so.
Dude, I thought that was the whole reason her character was in the show.
Let me see. Sister Sage
maybe I'm wrong.
In Gen V. Let's see.
I could have. I only assumed that.
She's a secondary antagonist in season 2, but she's not in the first one.
Wow. Okay. So all right.
Yeah. No.
Oh, explain to me this? Do you remember what happened to Ashley? Do you remember Ashley, the character?
Yeah.
Okay. She takes V.
Yeah.
She becomes infected, and then she never does anything.
She does in the last season. Did they not tell you?
Okay.
Yet?
No, they didn't. Yeah, because like basically they're looking for Ashley, and they're like, "We got to kill Ashley," and then she takes the V,
and then they just forget about her.
Disappears, and then like yeah.
That's my that's my biggest problem for season 4.
I guess it was the wind.
my biggest problem for season 4 is just literally building up season 5, which is the last season. Like there's a lot of filler. There's a lot, and then of course it goes full on woke, which I hate using I don't like using that word, bro, but it's what it is. Like I don't like being that guy. It's like this show's woke now, but that's literally what there's no other term for it. You know, it leans into the stuff that I don't care about. But it introduces a bunch of characters that are just setting up the final season. Did you see the scene where they knock out the Deep and they knock out Black Noir and then they just don't bother killing him? They just leave.
Oh yeah, because what did he say?
There's no time.
It was so stupid. I forgot the reason they said don't kill him.
MM is like, there's no time. We gotta go.
No, Butcher says that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's like, bro,
there's no time.
Just kill them.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they're right
Remember
there.
when this show used to be about killing superheroes?
Yeah. Like I watched that long drawn out scene, and they just decide not to do it because we got one more season to do. We got to kill.
No, we got to set up the camp episode.
We got to we got to kill A-Train the slow dumb way, you know.
I will say I appreciate A-Train's character more. Even his end wasn't terrible, but yeah, it was just like a dumb.
Yeah.
That's how he dies.
Right. It's AI.
He wasn't. Yeah.
It's written by AI.
So they do the whole freaking immigration camp episode in season 5, and that's the only season or episode I've watched, but man, they do a lot. So Kamiko talks now.
We should say that for next week because we're at an hour and 6 minutes. We're out of time. I know.
I can't hold in the range.
I know, brother. I'm sorry. Well, okay.
How do you ruin a character in 5 seconds?
They do it. They find a way. Woke finds a way.
I'm sorry if you were mute in real life and connected with that character. Sucks to be you.
Yeah, no. Bro, there's a line in this season, this very last episode I just watched, episode 6, where she talks to another Asian character who's like a famous movie star from the past, and she's like, I love watching you grow up. Oh, surely though of course your show is super racist and stereotypical, but I loved you so much in that show, and I was like, I'm glad this show's ending, and I'm glad all the spinoffs are getting canceled because this is what they get. they sowed this, and this is what they get what they deserve. You know, and I'm just happy. So anyway, all right, that's all we got time for this week, guys. Next week, all about season 5 will be the penultimate episode.
All right.
I want to do a watch party for the finale. Matt, who's been on the show a few times. He said he wants to do a watch party. Maybe you should come with. It's gonna be a Wednesday though, so you know you gotta clear your calendar.
Are you gonna be able to pay attention with all the what that we're gonna be doing?
Yes, I will. Because the show's so dumbed down now. It's just visuals, you know. Like you can just like watch people dying on screen. You're like, Homelander, blowy uppy. You know, it's that dumb to where like you don't have to pay attention to the show. You just gotta watch the pretty pictures.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, guys, that's it for this week. It's a little bit longer than usual, but we had a lot of ground to cover. So we talked about Sunny Side Down eggs for a little bit longer than I anticipated. But anyway. We love you guys. We'll see y'all next time. I hope you guys also are just loving season 5 and tell me how wrong I am and how how evil I am in the comments. Feel free. We'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, dude. Bye-bye.